Hi guys, I'm Ryan Houston and welcome to my fly tying channel. The channel contains hundreds of different videos catering from beginners right through to the more advanced tyers and covering flies and patterns from all around the world. If you like what you see, stick around until the end of the video where generally you'll find the pattern description, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Let's get on with the show. Okay, so what we're going to tie tonight is a traffic light quill buzzer, so a straight one. And this is a Camazan B175 in a size 10, so I suppose 10s, 12s, maybe even a 14. And the thread I'm going to use for this is a Vivas 12-0 black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the thread up here where the eye would be, and you can see I'm holding on to my tag end of the thread because wrapping down that acts like a guide and just helps you to get those touch and turns better. So what we're doing here is we've gone not quite halfway, say maybe a little bit over a third the way, and then I'm going to reverse and come forward. So what we're trying to do here is to build up a bit of a taper, so we'll come up towards the eye again, and then we're going to go back down. So in this way there's now 3 layers of thread here. Then once I come off here, I'm still using my thread to help to guide. So I'm going to go down a little bit further, and then I'm going to stop and come back along the hook again up towards the eye, and then travel the rest of the way down this time. Then I'll snap the thread off. So the body on this fly is going to be stripped quill. So you can bleach quills, or you can buy them ready stripped, or you can strip them yourself. I find it a very tedious job, so I've bought these ones. So the marking on the quill tends to get more defined the more towards the base you get of it. So we're going to go down here. I'm going to take the quill slightly over the shank, and I'm wrapping back. So if I let my tying thread go here, I don't want to really go back as far as the barb here. I'm going somewhere between them, in the middle between the barb and the point. I've left a little tag end of my quill pointing forwards, and I'm going to wrap over that to get to the front. So quills can be quite brittle, so it may well break on us. So the first turn is always a little bit tentative, otherwise you have to go back and start again. So once we've got it started, we're going to travel up the shank. You make a touch if you want, or in this case I'm using the black tying thread that's underneath to sort of accentuate the segmentation. So we're wrapping further than we need to here, and that's for safety of the tie-in. So once we're over that, we can either rip that off or we can cut it off with sharp scissors. Just keep your thread under tension if you're going to rip. Now the cheeks on this, I'm going to use a red biot. I'll take 2 of those, take them off, separate them. I'm going to match them up back to back or front to front, whichever drop go. But we're matching them up for length. So once they're matched up for length, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off just the very tip of it, and then I'm going to set these on one either side of the fly. Get a turn or two onto that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pull them back so that they're not sticking out the front, and then I'm just grabbing the two of them and pulling them slightly down underneath shank. That way, because we're matching them here parallel to each other, then the whole angles will be correct, will be the same, should we say, whenever we tie the fly. So for the wing case on this, what we're going to use is a holographic red tinsel. So I'm going to set that up on top. Now you're probably using a medium or a large. Line it up till the front of the eye here. Take it up on the top. Once you have a few turns on, you can get a little bit of tension on it. And we can wrap backwards. And then we want to just use our tying thread to build up our head, or thorax, whatever you want to call it, thorax. Now, a couple of different ways. You could pull the cheeks forward first, then you have to finish off the tinsel on top. So what I prefer to do is to pull the tinsel forward, so that sort of thorax cover, turn across it, fold it back and tie over it. And my thinking behind this is that the tie-in wraps then of the other materials will help to cover up that folded tinsel roof. So then what I want to do is take my biot, take it forward, so I'm taking it up to just over the eye, and I flip the thing on its side to get the other one coming around to match it. Take the two together so they're kind of parallel. That'll level everything up for me, and then I'm wrapping 3 or 4 turns nice and tight there. Hold this under tension, your thread, and then I'm going to just take the biot and rip them off. And that way we end up with no matter how sharp your scissors are, you'll end up with some sort of a tag end out. So with that ripping technique reduces that. So then I just finish the head. As I said, I do it by hand. You can do it with a whip finish tool. And I'm going to take a lighter and just flash it, and that takes any little bits and bobs that are sticking out, any little furry bits, removes them. So to finish our fly, we want to take our UV resin or clear varnish, whichever you use. UV resin is handy, creates a nice finish but can go tacky. So what I do is I'm going to do the fly with the resin, and then we'll set that with the UV torch, and then once it's dried, then we'll just give it a run with a good clear varnish, a thin one. So I'm just going to run the UV resin up towards the head, so I'm coming from the back of the fly to the front of the fly each time. And then when I'm happy that I have a good even coating, then what I'll do is I'll just take the UV pen torch, laser torch, whatever you want to call it, and set the resin. I said to finish it I'm just going to take a bit of this, so this is Sally Hansen double duty, but a new bottle, so nice and thin and runny, and then just coat the fly. And that is our fly tied, so that is a straight traffic light quill buzzer. So thank you for watching until the end of the video. Please take this opportunity to hit the subscribe button down below, tell your friends about the channel, and if you want to watch some more of my content, then check out some of the links that are appearing in your screens at the minute. As per usual, I hope you enjoyed the video, so until next time, tight lines, and thanks for watching.